Okay, we are
All right,
live.
guys. Yay, we are live. We are live. Welcome to the Three Marketeer Show.
Episode
This is
41.
episode 41. Wow, we hit.
Wow,
We're getting halfway there.
41.
We're getting
Halfway.
there. We're getting
Yes.
there. Yeah, we want to hit
Yeah.
100 episode, but we are already on the way to hit 50. So today we have a very interesting guest. We have ST here with us to talk about a very interesting topic. But before that, let me do a quick introduction. Now, if this is the first time you see us, welcome to the Three Marketeer Show. Basically, what we do is we go live on Wednesday night at 10 p.m. I'm a host, Jason, and we have Manfred at the bottom over here, the guy in yellow, and we have Andrew from Malaysia. Manfred is from Singapore.
evening.
So, these are my co-hosts. We have been doing this for about 40 over weeks right now. If you have not, this is the first time I see this, you probably want to go back to my YouTube channel or my Facebook page to find out what are the things over there. We discuss a lot of very interesting Facebook marketing, digital marketing, or even slightly even broader than that. So you'll definitely learn something very useful. Okay, so today we have ST. ST is a friend. ST came into my universe through the 6DC, and he's kind of like, do a lot of things. But, we learned together during my program, and then after that, when we dig deeper, we understand more about his business, then I realized this guy is crazy. This guy has got a lot of very interesting experience that you won't even imagine, but now he's transforming into digital right now. So the topic today really very much about digitalizing, what do we call it, the beauty and aesthetic business. And that's a very big topic because we know that beauty and aesthetic industry kind of like, in a way, hit by the COVID. But we do not know how bad it is. So, ST, would you like to share with us about, by the way, we have Chiwai here. Say hi first. Yo, sup, Chiwai? Hey, haven't seen you for a while. Where have you been, man?
You're not meeting up your attendance quota, my friend.
So cannot already. You'll be stripped off as top fan, very
The
soon.
super fan will be relegated to revoke that.
Never mind, soon come back again. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to start from zero, of course.
Oh, by the way, he said he go to AZ. Oh, not bad.
Good luck for you.
Good
for you.
Okay, Andrew also the other day got hit by a truck. Similar thing. So now you'll get done with it. You'll get done with it.
Hey,
Guys,
mine Sinovac. Mine is Sinovac.
Sinovac. Cool. Manfred also jam already, right?
Moderna.
Okay.
I have no clue.
Wow, man. You're gonna develop a taste for everything Italian.
Second jet sure get fever for your information.
And Chiwai said, Chiri, what the heck? Walao. Then Intan,
You're
Intan,
not PM, man.
Hey, Intan, our friend is here, Intan.
Hey, hi, Intan.
Yeah. So, ST, thanks, guys. If you guys have any questions for our friend here, by the way, if you guys are not sure, right, ST has another name, which is called the Digital Run. A guy who has been following us, the episode here and there, asking very interesting questions. The Digital Run, that dude.
That's the guy.
That's the guy. The Digital Run, that guy.
In person.
That's the guy.
Okay.
That's the Digital Run. So,
how much homework we do.
Yeah, Digital Run asks very interesting digital marketing related questions. But ST, share with us, what is your past life? Probably about, a year ago. Like Manfred say past life programmer. Now your past life a year ago was what?
My past life has always been aesthetics, actually. I've been doing the aesthetic business for the last 20 years, man. Okay, so it's from, way back. My very first exposure was with a German doctor. Okay, so he taught me everything natural. And thereafter, I moved on from product development into training, whatever, not anything about skincare, from machines to applications to management and coaching and counseling, whatever, not the whole string of things. And my last time working for somebody is managing a clinic chain, literally clinic, aesthetic clinic, like what you see today with all the lasers and things like that.
Wow.
7 clinics with 7 crazy doctors. Oops, I hope they're not listening. And I'm their ops manager, managing them. Imagine, okay? So it's a crazy task. And thereafter, moved into an international arena, helped a small Malaysia company, came up to international presence as a VP of technical support. So yes, I am very logistic, and that's how it came.
Understood. It's
Super
all process
logistic.
oriented. Yeah, it's process oriented.
But you're very much on the management side, lah. Not
Where,
do
management
you
and
do the
application-
work itself as an application
Both.
itself? Do you do that?
Both.
Wow.
I do both. I'm an
So you
international
can do the
clinical
injection and
trainer.
all that. All good.
The marketing part, eh?
Who
The
needs
marketing part.
huh?
Marketing part.
Marketing also.
So if you
Everything.
dabble with it, the Facebook ad got a bit of trouble. Aesthetic not so easy for Facebook ad. Cannot do the before after.
But you see,
Yeah,
when it comes to this kind of thing,
confirm.
right? I wanted to share with you guys something. The other day, I was just talking to one of my coaches in Philippines. You know, in Philippines, they run that kind of aesthetic related ads. They
Yeah.
even have the needle, all this in the video. You know,
Wow.
can go
pass,
leh. Can pass
pass.
leh.
Oh, that's
Seriously, the needle to the face, the needle to the tummy.
How do you do that?
Pass.
Singapore,
Very
Malaysia,
strict.
you will get banned.
Yeah.
Philippines can go.
You know.
I don't know. I was like, the other day, he opened up his ads manager because we were going through the coaching, right? So he opened up his ads manager. I was like, holy, that can never get past in our part, in
Double
Malaysia and
standard.
Singapore. But they
You put a before after already.
I saw a company recently did it very ingeniously. You know what they do? Before after usually is straight one ma. So what they do is they tilt it 45 degrees, cover the eyes, and literally went through. I saw the ad a few times. I was so fed up. I feel like saying, I don't want to see this, right? To get them in trouble, but what the heck, let's not touch it. But
They're trying to make a living, man.
They know how to outsmart the alcohol.
But
back to your question, how to do before after, there's a trick one. So I share this openly here anyway. So it's like before after come out, put in a few still picture insertion about 3 seconds, comes your after. Pass. Don't tell
That's for
people.
video lah. That's for video. But a lot of times
you can do still shots,
image.
you can do stills and videos at the same time. It works, I've done it. Don't tell people.
You heard it on this program.
You want to show lah? You want to show how
Yeah.
can you not tell people, man? So okay. We
okay.
won't tell Chiwai. We won't tell Chiwai. I promise I
Chiwai,
won't
please
tell Chiwai.
cover your ears.
Chiwai, you didn't hear that, Chiwai?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
but
It's
really,
for adults
wow.
only.
What? Hey, Chiwai, kasihan him a bit, please. Now, I wanted to go. I wanted to go over our first question, ST. I mean,
Yeah.
what about beauty and aesthetic business? Based on your observation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about the before and after. Since we talk about before and after, before COVID, how's the pace of this industry catching up with the digitalization?
It's a very interesting one, Come end of the day is the aesthetic business has been the booming trend has been about at least 2 decades. We call them the wellness revolution, right? So when somebody suddenly realized that baby boomers at some time will become big spenders of lifestyle things like what we are establishing now, the beauty, the medical aesthetics, the health supplements, etc., etc. So these are classified as health and beauty things, right? So it all started back then, the wellness revolution till today. Now back then, all is like when we talk about marketing awareness even internet presence. Okay, the maximum you have is probably a very nicely done up website. Period. Okay, and after that, last 5-7 years, SEO become more prominent, right? Become more prominent, and everybody, I can find this brand, I can find that brand, I can Google this, I can Google that. That's it. But the last 2 to 3 years is crazy, absolutely crazy. For the case of my business example, a brick and mortar, okay, clinical training, so it's all in person, right? And you need to go somewhere to do training and things like that. With the lockdown, right, immediately we need to think how to survive. Okay. So the early adopters, I'm one of them. I'm not so early some more. There are earlier adopters that actually jump on the bandwagon of engaging into Facebook first, because Facebook is so easy to come in, right? Then the younger ones comes in the Insta, then comes into the TikTok. The whole of China lockdown, everybody bo liao. Excuse me, cannot speak.
Can.
Plenty of time.
Okay. So everybody a bit bored, and suddenly TikTok comes into the market. That's how suddenly we realize there's a TikTok, and that's a time sequence. And therefore, after which you will see more and more companies embracing digital media resources. So that's a great news. But the turnaround really was, for my business, is the first lockdown. When first lockdown, I really got I won't say nothing to do. Loss of revenue, very severe. Okay, because literally my work depends on hand. What I do, I get my income, that kind of thing. Clinical training. You can't tell a doctor, doctor, can you poke this needle right here and don't miss your vein? You'll sure hit your vein. So
I see.
that affected lah. And what was a blessing is that I stayed back into Singapore, and then because of our reputation, we managed to be a global distributor of a COVID test kit. That kept us very busy. Yeah. That's where I started, reaching out and looking at Jason. How the hell to do all the bloody Facebook thing to get attention, and that's how aggressively we move into it. Digitalization.
Nice.
And honestly, the first few accounts got banned. COVID policy changed.
yeah, it changed very fast. In fact, it was okay until out of sudden Facebook decided to do that thing. So
I only have 2 months of honeymoon, man. Running very good Facebook ads, and then
someone no support button for you to complain. No
make some money already. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. This year the COVID test kit company renewed our global distributorship, so it's good news. We are doing all right.
Good for you.
Yeah. Awesome.
So that's a very drastic turn, and we got to do that. Decide there and then. So
but overall, this is what I think. You see, a lot of although those, I would say, I will agree with you that the digitalization, actually, the wave of it started quite early. But as usual, beauty is one of the industry that is kind of like very much a lot of old so-called, most of the business owners are still very.
It's very high touch. Yeah,
exactly.
So a lot of them actually find it very difficult to turn around. So we would like to quickly jump right deeper into the question itself, which is, you work with a lot of all these salons, doctors, with clinics and all this, because you say you do clinical training, meaning that you work with all these people to teach them how to do all this, right? Now, what are the difficulties that they encounter during this time? What are the main ones that hit them? The lockdown. So what couldn't be done? Meaning, but can they still do all these things? No.
Okay. Interesting thing is country dependent. Let's talk about Singapore. So Singapore recently also tightened up. Only medical aesthetics can operate, because typically doctors are perceived to be able to look after the patient better. Therefore, doing aesthetics in a very short period of time is allowed. But for beauty salon, because you need to do facial massage, cleanse the face and things like that, your mask got to be off at least an hour and a half. So it's a no-no. And then it's restricted to number of visits, depending on how heightened the restriction is. So with every lockdown, it totally affects both the beauty salon, the medical aesthetics, and the medi-spa kind of category, all in all. So with every lockdown, okay, the most jialat one is Malaysia right now. The whole country all locked down. I have buddies, I have clients, I have what's that called, distributors and dealers, and says, ST, see already, we're going to have a drop of income like you now. I say, oh, congratulations, I was laughing. But other than laughing, we need to come out.
Have to pivot.
Yeah. So end of the day, this lockdown has totally, placed people in their own hometown. Okay, most of the time people go beauty salons at their workplace. So example, you work in KL, you go to a KL salon rather than your hometown salon. So with the lockdown, cannot go anywhere. Right. So what we do is we need to innovate. Example, recently I did one called the COVID box. Right. Inside the COVID box, there's things like essential products, essential facial scrub, like a 101 survival kit to send to your top 20% customer. So at least these top 20% customers that give you 80% of your income, get service, gets good skin, at least when open up in August, Malaysia, August. Okay, then you can come back salon. Yeah.
You hope August.
You pay for the package
Yeah. So instead of the package waiting for the people to come, we send that parcel to the client and says, you know what, do this temporary. So that was one solution. The lockdown drastically reduces income. Totally. Everybody
happens to a lot of businesses, but I believe especially businesses like aesthetic, because I also heard from other people like, those who are in those manicure, pedicure and all that, hair salon.
Jalat.
Like now, I really envy Manfred. Look at his hair. Get to cut hair. What happened to mine? You check this out. You didn't cut. Don't tell me you did not.
Cannot lah. That's right.
Cannot lah. I have to
Okay,
go buy paper.
I will
Really, I think
send
keep
a
growing like
razor
this.
for you. You do it yourself.
Yeah, we should send a
right.
Kobe box. We send a Kobe box to you.
I tell you, the other day I was just talking to Chun Yan only with them picture with our hair already. I tell you, man. So if this continue for another month, I don't know. You guys bear with it lah for whatever that comes.
We'll just change the name from 3 marketer show to 3 hippie show lah.
Yeah, hippie hair.
Three hairy apes.
And Manfred is the only one who still has the tidy shave and all these nicely done. I'm damn jealous. But what about? I mean, I just want to quickly look at how these businesses find their way out, or so-called the innovation that you observe on ST. So first, I like the idea of that what you mentioned, like the COVID kit or whatnot, which is to let people get something at home. What are the other things that can happen? Like, for example, can you still sell package? Like getting people to say that you buy something at a very discounted price and then just to support us or something like that? Is there such thing?
What is then done would be more like products. So example, if a client need to replenish a product, that is easy because you're already using it, you know what is it all about. And then the consultant or customer service from the company would just say, okay, let's replenish this. And with all blessings, our postal service still work. So that's critically important. So in your case, Malaysia Postal Service is still working, Singapore is still working, except that Singapore cannot send to you serum. Right? Anything liquid, I cannot send into Malaysia, but Malaysia can send to me. Funny, right?
Is it?
Yeah, funny, right? I cannot send. So I cannot send. Even if I use a branded courier, DHL, apa-apa lah, also cannot.
Oh, okay.
So but then yes, people do get their fair share of skincare. Okay, now very in trend all the masks, SOS masks we call them. One time use mask, put on it 20 minutes, help save your skin, hydrate your skin. That's the next thing lah. That's the next.
So you're saying that more on the product side lah, in terms of servicing, because in a way I think for those who skew towards servicing line, I think it's fairly hit lah. Unless they need to find their way to actually go into the product side of it lah. That's what you think.
So the manicure, pedicure, slimming,
whatever. You can't send them the gel and whatnot, ma. They cannot do it themselves, ma.
Quietly, people do mobile services within a state.
In our side.
Quietly, really quietly.
Get
like pretend to go and buy vegetables with your manicure bag. Quietly, yes. Quietly.
People will find ways.
There will be ways to go, But in the case of Singapore, it's just restricted, so-called. So the salon will be like only recently opened up, right? So used to be like 2 visits, 2 customers per day for the visit.
2 customers only.
Yeah.
2 customers can make more money. Pay rental also cannot.
Singapore got support. If you are sole proprietor, other money.
Oh yeah, apparently yesterday I had a chat with a friend. She had to quarantine for 14 days. And I think because she was a housewife. Was it a housewife or working person? So quarantine, the Singapore government gave her a daily allowance of $100 every day.
That one I don't know. I've not been quarantined, so. But as an entrepreneur,
4-star hotel.
That's when the person traveled back lah.
No, because she was deemed as a close contact. So she wasn't. So close contact, deemed as a close contact because she went to the cinema with her husband or something. And somehow or other within 1 meter, somebody who actually
the handphone recorded the.
So she had to quarantine. She was okay. There's nothing wrong with her, but she has to quarantine. She was staying in I can't remember town center hotel, 4-star, and she gets an allowance of $100.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
That's good. That's good.
Not bad. Wow, that's really not bad.
So after the quarantine, she went and bought her own iPad with the money. Kind of cool.
Okay, so those are the difficulties, guys. If you guys have any questions, don't just listen to our chat. I mean, you can just join in the conversation. Let me see if there's anything over there.
Yeah, let us know. if you're running an aesthetic business.
Chiwa is saying respect. First thing Chiwa say respect. Salute, and then Intan was saying now she knows. Intan now, a lot of things. This is guy, and this is our friend Ho Wan. I think this is a new friend. Just join us. Hi, welcome in.
Hello.
Now, if you guys have any questions for us or ST, feel free to ask away.
Yeah.
So,
especially if you run a beauty and aesthetic business.
if you need help, then you probably want to talk to ST. That guy is damn good in terms of a transformation because he's done it himself. Like what he said, nothing to do, ma. Everything's locked down and all that. So basically, what we need is So okay, now wait. I queued the wrong question. So what are the right now, right? How do companies interact with the customer in social media and through e-commerce? How do they actually make sure that all these communications still work, or even to trigger all this selling, some logistics, all these kind of things coming in?
Actually, there are two groups of people. I will just focus a little bit on the beauty salon first, then I'll move into the medical aesthetics. Slightly different momentum, slightly different configuration. Now, the beauty businesses are very interesting. How would we be able to identify that the beauty business owner is is like a baby boomer business owner? Okay, like me, baby boomer. Okay, though I'm not a baby, but baby boomer. So you will see the advertisement very distinct one. When they do social media outreach, typically on Facebook, very often, okay? And they'll do things like special offer, 38, usual price, 250, right? And when you flip,
price sensitive. Huh? Price sensitive.
Yeah, price sensitive. Then when you look at the profile, right, you notice that they are boomer age. Okay, so classic, very classic. Then comes the younger generation, the more in tune, or even perhaps some businesses that are very much more understanding what the digital media resources is today. You will see they engage on a very lifestyle basis. Every day or two, there's a post. They talk about anything and everything about the business, turning of a screw, putting up a bulb, that kind of thing, right? So there's two kind of approach to getting social presence, we call them. Okay, so that's for the beauty side. But end of the day, a lot of these ads, what we see is they just, again, this is my opinion, they just send it out there for the sake of sending out, right? Like when we strictly say we need to be clear and authentic, or even the offer and the call to action, right? Some of them are missing. But they just so-called engage on the platform per se. Yeah.
Pay ads.
Pay ads. Ads. There's a lot of mindless ads. You see already, why spend the money, Then when you write to them, right, I'll share with you in a while. Very interesting. That one is between the differences between a customer relation, a CRM system. I would split it a little bit further, called customer service support or customer service. There's two different levels. But let's move back. Let's move back. Medical aesthetics, on the other hand, in the context of Singapore, Malaysia purpose, they are very much more tied down by a Ministry of Health guideline. Okay, Singapore 50-page. Malaysia, I see long already in a different language, I also blur. Okay, but they are similar. So a lot of the medical aesthetics, you see advertisement, right, from the matter, so boring. Okay, let me share with you roughly what's the context. Face, laser, medical laser, $128. No call for action. Cannot. Regulation say cannot. Can put a little button called learn more. Book now. Can. Book already, cannot do online consultation. The first consultation must be on site. So if you lock down, how to do? So therefore you see, I
didn't know got such rule. First consultation must be on site.
50 pages you want to read or not? I read for you upside down.
It's okay. 5 pages are also gone, I tell you. 50 pages.
Crazy.
Oh, I didn't know. That's very interesting.
Very regulated. Very regulated. And a lot of younger doctors, which I'm targeting as well, are very much more creative. They are using a lot of narrative kind of videos. Okay, sharing expertise allowable. So you see that brand of advertisement, not because they are silly, but because they're super regulated. Right?
That actually reminds me of one website called Dr. Cross Dentist in Singapore. That one very amazing by SEO, initially by SEO. And now recently, I think I saw some Facebook ads also. But recently they are in the limelight for the wrong reason last year I think I got a website I can share with you all if you all want
Yes,
to
yes.
just briefly take a look. Not trying to promote them. If you don't mind, just share the screen for a while. Just a short while.
Can. You can bring it up.
Give me a minute. Hey, Dr. Cross Dentist, if you see this, must pay us advertisement.
Pay mention.
So this one, you see, doctor and dentist cannot do advertisement. So they do the smart way. They do content. They do content. They let you read already. You believe them. They are delivering services. All this how to advertise. Cannot advertise. So blah, blah, blah. Doctor so-and-so say everything is louder now. Fulfilling experience. You can say what you want to say. People read. People want more questions. Okay, never mind.
Even for the case of putting an ISO, if an ISO certified, right? Putting an ISO on the website here is a no-no.
Huh?
Yes. You cannot distinguish
regulated.
yourself to be better than another clinic. That's misrepresentation. Oh.
So you see, I don't know, a gynae, I can just click, blah, blah, your listing is down here.
But this is, they're positioning it as a so-called reference portal directory thingy as opposed to what, right?
No, they are the portal owner. So if you want to be featured, of course you need to pay money. If you want to write your article,
so they are portal owner.
You got free content writer for you. You see, so much question.
So they're running as a platform. Understood.
Narrative.
Then it's right.
Very narrative. The way they run their awareness program is a lot of narrative. Like planning to shoot the doctor's clinic later. It will be all about the thing about doing clinics is it's a little bit undifferentiated. Everybody will run the same advertisement. Example, we look at Pico laser. I think they'll come after me tomorrow, but never mind. The word Pico laser is the in thing now. So when every other doctor plays a treatment using the laser, they're using de facto standard manufacturer laser. Okay. So sometimes when I sit down with a doctor and say, "Hey doc, what's your expert treatment really?" All right. So recently this doctor, end of the day is look, everybody's Pico. Then Pico what? Who's the other one? So end of the day is they are very dependent on brands. But if let's say aesthetic is to ride through this COVID, right? My personal conviction is what's your expert treatment? And there we got to bring it there,
But you cannot broadcast that, right?
Huh?
You can't broadcast that, right?
Narrative still okay. Do it tastefully. We do it tastefully.
Give us some example. Give us some example. Help us understand. As in, like, the audience needs to have a clearer idea over here.
A narrative kind of video, right? You'll be something. Okay, I'm going to pretend to be a doctor. Okay, and this is my right. And I'll say,
Wong,
okay, good morning, so and so. My name is Dr. ABC, and probably flash a little bit about my clinic on my shirt. Not on the screen. Screen cannot. Shirt can. Screen cannot. Shirt can. So example, my name is Dr. Dodo, and don't flash too long. Too long, the radar comes, okay? And after that, finish. We're going to talk about a particular series of treatment which utilizes this technology or utilizes this super ingredient called, cannot say stem cells, not allowed. Okay, and then called cell rejuvenation, allowed. Same product, okay? And let me show you how. That's narrative. Then you move into our 4-second, 30-second, 1 minute framework, that kind of thing, and cut.
Can say out of the 100 operation I do, 100% all pass, all no issue. Cannot mention numbers.
You cannot even say I'm an expert because I've got no accident. Okay, MOH come.
Whoa.
No, even though it's true, you have no accident.
As now. I think that's fair, from a legal standpoint.
All customers are satisfied. Cannot
claim.
How to
Singapore, Malaysia, this part is the same. That's why you don't see a lot of doctors' advertisement very aggressive.
Right.
So they have to do article the only way out
Same thing.
They should go YouTube very much on YouTube. I think. YouTube, right?
YouTube is the way.
Because all these things are very YouTubeable. YouTubeable.
So if any aesthetic clinic is listening, when you do YouTube, please do it tastefully. That's number one. Second thing is learn how to use the feature called private unlisted and public.
But the thing is, if it's private, people cannot find what you see.
No, like
But
you
they
can
can-
lead magnet, ma.
They can appear on TV shows and all those things, right? Then that
Shortly
be
as
classified as news or some form.
a short interview, the answer is yes. If you say
Yeah.
it's the interview that indicates or even suggests that you are the expert, no.
So anything about the expert, you cannot. You cannot
Yeah.
be seen as an expert in one thing, but you can share anything that you're good at
Can be
and make people
hinted
perceive that you are an expert.
Perceive.
You can be perceived as an expert, lah. You cannot claim. You cannot bloody claim.
Yes. Yes.
Same thing, lah. I never say I'm a very Facebook ads expert, lah. Something like that, you know. But
I want to hijack a bit. Now I understand
go.
when every time they interview all the lawyer, no wonder all the lawyer, okay, if you do this ABC, you'll get XYZ. Then I was thinking, how come this lawyer keep appearing? Every time it's him.
Yeah.
Oh, now I know lah. Perceive.
No, that's why. So that's why all those cases and all they have to have this press conference, whatever. Although it's not necessary, but that's their only exposure, and be classified as news.
If you do ABC, you'll get XYZ.
Actually, quite poor thing, you know. If they get suspended, right, their years of education just down the drain.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Professional services.
Grab driver, Grab food, ma.
Jangan
Okay lah.
Good lah.
Then they're gonna watch my video called Reboot or Transform.
Right.
By the way, guys, if you guys want to follow ST, right, let me bring up his website over here. Or you can actually go to YouTube, look for the Digital Run. You want YouTube or you want website?
You Google advanced beauty business. I'm all there.
Advanced beauty business. So any business, any beauty business, No, let me put up the link over
Put
here.
the link so that they don't send to the wrong Wong.
Yeah, visit ST. I mean, sorry.
You just Google advanced beauty business.
Hey,
see all my
Andrew
Facebook.
Wong, huh?
Yeah,
That's
I
why
forgot we got two Wong here.
I know. That's why.
No,
Send the
we
wrong
put
Wong,
Andrew only. Then ST has Wong there. You see the name? ST has Wong. Andrew don't have
It was
Wong.
deliberate. It was deliberate.
Okay, so the Digital Run is ST's website, but if you want to follow him on YouTube, right, please go ahead and find what?
Advanced beauty business. Just Google, you'll be there. Google your whole YouTube. YouTube also can. You'll see.
Yeah. So just
my face.
go there and find him. Okay, his face. So hey, wait, the light is not strong enough. We later had to capture the face.
Okay.
So anyway, awesome. I mean, that's a very interesting sharing. We didn't know, all these are kind of like, because to be frank, the last time I had a client in this industry was kind of like at least 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
3-4 years ago. That's quite some time. Yeah.
Exception.
What?
If you're in Indonesia, it's an open market, no rules.
Whoa. I think same goes to Philippines.
Cowboys.
Same goes to
Yeah. Because I have Indonesian client. They renewed my contract again just to help them push digital media resources, their own team. Crazy. I was sharing with Jason and Andrew the other day. I ain't going to do all the logistic anymore because first phrase done already. So imagine working with a full-blown digital media department and you're going to tell the digital department, you know something, let's rebrand, let's finesse that brand, and let's do dual funnel networking, dual funnel ads. They were like, wow, gosh.
Awesome.
And the world goes on. So yeah, Indonesia is no holds bars. Okay, it's just how you do it. But end of the day, we still need to be very tasteful, okay, clear, authentic, and then that brand promise. Indonesia is all about brand promise. Your brand promise got to be rock solid.
Brand promise. Can you elaborate? Give us some idea about this thing. What do you mean by the brand?
I can't say the name of the clinic, but say example today, if I'm going to have a presence in the minds of let's target middle upper class Indonesians, aesthetic, okay, medical aesthetics. So my client has actually run through a series of branding exercise. That means to put their top of mind, exposure, reach, messages. So recently, because they've been doing it so long, so when I move in the team, I would say, okay, let's do something more finesse. Let's trigger emotions. Let's trigger call to actions, and let's refine the brand promise. There used to be, example, the best laser treatment, right? So now we say what is called the best, right? We move into things like the best pigment treatment. So therefore, when they begin, usually it's a lot of huge open market branding exercise. Let people know, like IBM. You say IBM, everybody know, right? So the first idea is to just flood the market with the brand. Then you narrow in with very specific, clear, authentic message. Yeah, that's how it was done. Yeah.
Yeah, Manfred.
What are the channels that you use? Facebook?
Sorry, what are the
What are
chances of what?
channels as in search, Facebook,
Oh, anything, really, anything
anything
goes.
and everything. YouTube
Anything and
also.
everything. Yep.
YouTube, IG, TikTok also.
And TikTok, I didn't hear quite strongly yet, but the youngsters are picking it up. The youngsters,
TikTok,
the younger ones are picking up. Yep.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
that's quite a
It's
lot of
still
spending.
very much IG. Still very strongly IG. Very, very strong.
Indonesia is very strong in IG and Facebook all the time.
Yep. Yep. Super.
All the time. All
It's
the
a
time.
Facebook nation.
And
Yeah.
YouTube is doing fine. TikTok is catching up. Why? Because of the jams, massive jams. What do you do in a jam? Alamak, digest content.
Yeah. So do they read for the Indonesian public? Read blogs.
Depending on which level you're targeting. If you're
Okay.
doing upper middle, they are still illiterate.
More reading.
can read that
But of course, your money will put heavily on display first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo.
Any other countries you can share with us? Besides the 3 countries, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, any other countries?
I'm strong in these 3 countries recently. Previously was doing China, but China is a lot of relationship. I built more relationship than digital media exposure.
Oh, China is totally another ecosystem. Oh.
China, you really need to learn how to drink the 白酒, that kind of 酒, okay? And your stomach must be bottomless pit.
Then definitely China is not a country for me.
Cannot lah. We all handle talking here first. Don't think so much about China. Yes. Also
No, I can't drink. So even you tell me there's gold in China, also there's nothing much I can do.
I go with you.
You do the drinking.
for you. He go and like,
Okay.
me. Don't let that partner already like that.
I go with you. No
Okay,
issue.
I understood.
That's cool.
I got good buddies there.
Nice. Okay, I want to move to the next question. So, I mean, when it comes to digitalization, we all know that basically, there are certain things and everybody are kind of like find their ways. But as a veteran that actually kind of like transformed yourself in the past 1 year, what do you think for all these businesses who are actually currently still finding way, trying to navigate, in the current situation, what may hinder their digitalization?
I think the very first one is a general word called IoT, Internet of Everything. Now, remember earlier I said there's 2 kinds of businesses embracing digital media resources. We have the boomers, we have the youngsters, or the more updated team or more updated people that knows how to engage, right? So with the arrival of Internet of Everything, first thing is overwhelming for boomers, because imagine boomers are entrepreneurs, typically 1-man show, 2-person show, or maybe up to 5, or 1 or 2 beauty
Small setup,
small SME lah. So what they do is they look at internet. The first thing is because some of the boomers don't come from the computer age, and suddenly blur.
Typing also got issue already.
I remember
they will say the internet know me, but I don't know the internet.
Exactly. So imagine back then in the early 90s when I was doing distribution with a German company. The first thing I tell my beauty salon people and says, please go and learn internet. Many years ago. Today they still running. So when they look at me today, they only say one thing: you win already, law, internet, everything you know. Then I always tell them, that's why I'm your consultant now. So even back then, they were like reluctant. The reluctant to change, and for now,
it's a cost.
Very difficult to catch up for them because here is all fixated.
But I think now because of circumstances, whether you like it or either you learn or you don't survive, it should be easier
there
for you.
There will still be that huge percentage. There will still be that huge percentage because it's a creature of habit thing for this business. Very interesting. Once they are like that, right?
That's true. I mean, humans not easy to change.
So at what level, which kind of businesses, as in maybe 100% company and above, then they are more willing to embrace? Is there a benchmark? 5% and below, confirm is out already. Maybe 10% to 50% and above?
Oh,
roughly?
okay. I actually hit pain points. These are my pain points going the aesthetic market. Is that first, you must be at least 3 years old or older.
Okay.
Never mind, 3 years old or older.
Why
So there's
3
a
years?
business existence, because it will lead to the second condition. You have served 100 clients before.
Oh.
Okay, so that's data. That is avatar. That is your natural audience, right? If not, how are you going to scale the business? Either you scale down or you scale up. You need to know you have an avatar, right? Law of attraction. If the last 3 years you've been serving housewives, okay, half the time, top 20% of clients are housewives. Face it. Let's face it. This is a law of attraction. That's
So
number
you
one.
have housewife, handphone number, 100 of them. Good radio, Facebook custom audience radio.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
So that's the qualifying question. At least 3 years old, has served 100 clients, at least a data of 100, not in the red. You must still have some funds to run, because end of the day, digital media need funds. Okay, so that's the first three.
I hijack a bit. So I've been seeing a lot of digital transformation job opportunity out in the market.
Yeah.
So if imagine I'm a business owner for beauty industry, at what kind of level? I say maybe I'm 100-man, maybe I have 5 salon. This kind of condition, then you need a digital transformation guy to come in to help me, or what's the condition? What kind of
Single person onwards. Okay. Now the
you
idea is this:
hire the digital transformation expert in.
You only need to focus on one thing and doing one thing right. Now today onwards, do we all not agree that the new norm is in? The IoT is in, okay, VOCA and the new way to serve a customer is all in. It will not be reversed. Even to 2024 when turn around, or after the COVID recovers, right? It will not return to the backwards. Agree? So if let's say even your singular shop that has the 3 first criteria, you meet the first 3 criteria, okay, 3 years older, more than 100 clients, and has cash flow. So if you meet 3 of these criteria, regardless you 1 person or 5 shops, okay, it is still the same. What is your expert treatment? So if you can't define your expert treatment, then how are you going to match whether your avatar tiobo correct or not? So if this thing don't come like feng shui, beautician love a lot of feng shui. Feng shui don't gel, number game don't gel. Okay, and then how are you going to scale? Okay, by scaling, our definition of scaling is either go this way or go this way, right? So there's no right, no wrong. Just doing something very well. That's all you need. This is my take. You really.
So you're saying that.
Very well.
So you're saying that this is from your angle. This angle, I like it, because you're saying that most of the industry players, they kind of like trying to be jack of all trades. So that is one of the biggest reason. Yeah. So that's one of the biggest reason why they are kind of like not recognizable in the market. So that's what you think.
In fact, right? In fact, in my own pre-sales research, co-audience, right? I always love to do what my habit is I love to follow all the Facebook page people that's beauty related. Every day when I wake up, there's tons and tons of advertisement coming out. That's one. And every time I see a bad advertisement, my bad habit is see the profile, okay, and start to hunt down the boss.
That's where you go your leads.
I think that's a very smart way, right?
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Jason Gunn taught me reverse engineering.
Yeah. So
look
that's
at the ads, how they run the ads, okay, and look at the message. What's wrong with the message?
Not bad.
Yeah, like last week, Tifa was saying the same thing. The easiest way for you to get a job is to find those badly done copywriting or badly done ads. Then you go and tell them that, hey, this is how I will do for you. Then, I mean, if you have even a 50% or even 30% of the chance of getting the job, then that's why not, right? And that's a very
and the beautiful thing is this, just a few days ago. So I happened to find the boss of this particular salon on LinkedIn. Han Ichi. Find here already, must go LinkedIn and find boss, man, So Han Ichi, go and found the profile already, right? Then I did one thing very cruel as a consultant, very cruel. So I went to the website, I saw the advertisement, I clicked DM, I wrote. My first question was, what is your signature treatment? Okay, what is your signature? The answer very classic. Okay, and that's the next thing I'm going to bring up about CRM today. Okay, I asked what's your signature treatment, and they came out and says we have multiple different treatments for different skin type. Come on down for consult. I was like, oh my god, that was what I taught 10 years ago to my consultant when I did training for a chain salon, right? I said, oh my god, times change. Then I wrote in and says, well, aren't you interested in knowing what my skin type is before you ask me come down? Okay, comes to the next point. Today we look at CRM, customer relation management. There's two levels of two classes of CRM. One is called customer support. One is called customer service, loosely defined. Customer support today is able to lead you and bring you question after question into wanting to make that sales, pre-sales closure even before you come down to my salon. Customer support, very dedicated, line by line. So example, we go back to the example just now. What is your signature treatment? If a customer support is well trained, okay, and this is my take, is that you say, may I know what's your concern or your skin type that you may already know?
Leading them.
Yes, leading, right, leading in. Then the next question, and that builds rapport. Let's face it, today we are not facing one-to-one. I didn't see your pretty face, neither did I hear your sexy voice, or did I like your whole look, right? So in a digital media, how are we going to do it? Customer support, leading, and then you decide and says, okay, what is the best option forward? Coming down, or would you like to put a down payment for something that I could actually give you a booking call? It's familiar, right? Okay, a booking call link.
Once you commit, you will come. You put money, you sure will come one.
Exactly. That's the driver. Then customer service is actually the end part. It's like, how was the treatment process done? Example, let's say the last time the kind of customer service follow-up we teach is called 147. After you've done a service today, next day send a thank you note or observation note, or even something like, how was the weather yesterday? How was the aircon yesterday in the house? Nothing asking about the treatment. 4 days later, another follow-up message will come. And this was taught to my Indonesian partner with great results, 147. 4 days later was asking, now we believe the result would have come out already. Would it be true that you observed this? Then they come in line with you, connected, rapport. 7 days later is, we would love to see you back again. I think this appointment date would be good, suggestion already. Again, leading in. So your business get repeated. Now that's called customer service. Yeah, that's called customer service.
I like the part that you give them the dates 1, 2, and say example Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
147.
Say example as in the last one or the 7-day one, you give them, say example the available dates is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Because that is telling them you need to come. I'm not giving you any chance to say I'm not coming. No. So you have to choose it. So option, just like you tell my kids, you want to take the shower now or you want to take the shower 5 minutes later? Because in the end, you still have to take shower. There's no such thing. If you ask, do you want to take a shower? The answer obviously is no. Then gone already.
Yeah.
So this is framing.
Yes.
This is framing. So you that your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which one you want? So you have to choose one.
Yeah. Generally, I'm less kind now. I give 2 days only. Last time I give 3. Now I give 2.
I think I like it. You see, the idea here is this is framework. You see, so guys, whoever out there who's watching this show and you have some issue with your aesthetic related or beauty related business, or you kind of still find it very difficult or no clue in terms of navigating how, because like what ST puts it in a very nice way, which I totally agree. The new norm now is the new norm moving forward. We ain't getting back to whatever that is in the past. Even 1-2 years ago, we used to be doing that. Please stop hoping that things would go back to the old normal. It's already new normal, and moving forward, it's going to be even bigger changes and all it. All this is going to happen inevitable anyway. So what you need to do really is to really drop everything that you know and start adopting whatever that is happening right now, or even to embrace, or even to find a different way to actually do whatever that you're doing right now. So if you need help, that's the link. I already put it into the comment. But you just need to go to Google, look for advanced beauty business, right?
Yeah.
Advanced beauty business, and that's when
You'll see me there.
you can find ST. You know,
The
so talk
website
to
is
this guy.
thedigitalrun.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk to this guy to see if there is any area that you can actually like. Already in this episode up to now, he shared so many insightful suggestions and all that. That makes him really. You need help? Talk to him. Very simple, right? Cool. I mean, like that's kind of like already coming to the 10:50. Come on, man. What did we do? Anyway,
Wow.
let's move to the next question. No question from the crowd, but I believe they're actually listening very quietly. But here,
Oh my
you know,
God.
on our side, you know, ST, what value proposition should organizations strive, you know, for
This is a good one.
while seeking new customers? So basically, can you elaborate your framework on how would you understand, how would you believe this thing should be done in a correct way?
Well, I think critically is that because after the whole of the lockdown, say now about 2 years already, right? So with the brick and mortar transformation into digital resources, and now this phrase we should be at in any business, regardless beauty or non-beauty, is to be expert, really focus on just doing one thing. Because in the case of beauty business, believe it or not, Singapore, Malaysia, 4,000 shops closed.
Wow.
4,000.
Heavily
Yeah,
the small ones are.
Yeah,
The big ones also.
unofficial.
Unofficial.
Unofficial
4,000, that's a
4,000
lot.
shops
That's
closed.
a lot.
Okay, so let's not be one of them. Let's be very brave. Let's not be one of them. And my urgent message is let's not be one of them. Do what you're really good at. That's why my pre-selection of clients is you're either in the 3rd year or in the 7th year. Now, you're going to ask me what the hell is 3rd year, 7th year about, right? A very simple analogy. When you're doing it for 1,000 days, you're ready to transform because it's semi-muscle memory. Whatever you know best is locked in consciously. When you're doing 7 years, 2,555 days, you're already subconscious muscle memory. Okay, and I relate this to a clinical study about dementia. There are studies about older folks that has dementia, but their daily evening walk to the park is automatic. After they finish going to the park, sit down, come back, they suddenly forget everything around them. So that goes to prove there's something called muscle memory. So you're either a 3rd year baby or a 7th year master. So when you're master already, what you really need to move on is to become an expert. So being an expert is really the end thing to move forward. Not end thing. The thing to move forward into the new
The next level.
workout world. Yeah, nothing less. Imagine, again, another analogy. Imagine today I'm still selling $38 special price and wanting to close somebody at 250. Today's environment, today's skepticism in the whole environment of how users buy things, right? Shop 5 times, then I make the shopping decision. Imagine you sell $38 and you want to upsell people $250, or you want to sell a $38 facial and you tell people to do a Botox at $700. Hey, hello, excuse me, the disparity is so big. It's
And the
not
worst part,
even-
I still got a lot of people give me $10 voucher, ask me to go for facial, so
you don't even go, right?
I don't go.
Exactly. Where is your value? Where is your expert, right? So end of the day is giving free price, low prices, and even free trial is not going to work today. It's not going to work today because you're not expert. Why do I want to come? I really very stressed lockdown now. I want to really go to somebody that's damn good. I don't want to be going to somebody called the Yi Da Lok, 6:30. I don't want to go to 6:30 anymore. That's the new norm. That's the new norm. Face it, any business will have this.
Interesting.
So
no more
being an expert,
testing and shopping and all those things. Like give me
no,
the solution,
not at
just
all.
like that.
Not at all.
Okay.
Lead the person. Give
Okay.
the appointment link. I learned something new recently. Give the appointment link that shows intent. And when the intent comes, close the whole damn thing. Don't waste time.
The moment they step into the shop, that's it. You just need your
Yep.
customer service to close them.
Even digitally, if they stop to your appointment, you know you nailed it already. Just give them a reason to give you that trust. The user journey. They don't know you, to the know you, to the solutions you give, to the call for action, to the closing. 5 steps. We must do this.
Know the problem, know that you have
Unaware
a solution.
of the problem, know the problem, the solution with
Solution,
you, okay,
your
call
solution.
to action, close
Yeah.
it. 5 steps.
Awesome. That's like a business
him.
lesson over here, right? So that's what should be done.
Not
I
bad,
like the
not
idea.
bad.
I like the idea. Why? Because to be frank, right, in the past, I mean, I'm not from this industry, but I did
Yeah.
work with a few of these people coming from this. But most of them are very much into, oh, I also offer this, I'm cheaper. I'm also doing this, and I probably have a different equipment and all this. I mean, yeah, I think the biggest problem here is they don't really have a very signature thing that distinct themselves
Yes.
from the rest. Oh, I like that. I
Because-
like that, guys. Yeah. Sorry, you're saying?
Everybody can buy the same machine. Everybody can afford the same technology. All right. What's so unique?
But I mean, put
Very
it this
true.
way. I mean, it could be the phase of it actually can be one unique point as well. Like, for example, we're talking about like Jason Gunn. Who am I? I mean, why do you want to learn from me? Just because you like my personality? Would that work as well?
Okay, now that is another stage. That's marketing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another stage. That's marketing. Now, marketing in the beauty business is very strange. I've observed a short observation of this one. I haven't concluded yet, but is this. It used to be the old school of marketing is let's try to reach out to as much people as we can with a generic question, answer, or call to action as we can. Yeah. Over the past months, I've been exposed to a new thought framework. Is that when we want to reach to somebody, is that there's somebody got to be very visual in front of you. Like I shared with a master photographer yesterday. Without your camera, can you picture the person you're going to sell to tomorrow, your next client tomorrow, the next client tomorrow, the next time client tomorrow, without a camera? Tell me in details his eyes, his ears, his nose, his breathing pattern, his delights, his sadness, his anger. So that's what we call the customer avatar. So marketing today is such that law of attraction again. Don't waste so much time selling to everybody when you cannot serve anybody. Oh, what kind of English is that? Okay, everybody, anybody. Okay.
We understand that.
Yeah, so you come that point of time today in a very skeptical world. You really need to say, I'm going to sell to only this persona because 20% of my clients are like this. I'm already serving these top paying customer already so well. Why reinvent the wheel when you're serving A profile so well? Continue look for A profile in your new customer. Does it make sense? Less effort, less time, easier conversion, because you're already having a natural audience that's like this. You're doing it muscle memory. The word is muscle memory. Why you want to reinvent? So how are you going to get your 6-digit income? Do the simple thing. Simple, clear, authentic.
Nice. Wow. I mean, it's like a business lesson. Thank you so much, ST. I think this is a very useful one, especially for those who are even looking at, actually, in fact, I would say it's not just for the beauty and aesthetic industry. It could be for any business. It's kind of like, I mean, even if you're doing F&B, right, you got to have one thing that is really the best in town, so that you'll be remembered for, right? So I think that pretty much applies. Now, one question from Intan, ST. Take a look at this. She's saying, is the aesthetic face treatment needs to do continuously? Meaning that, like, what do you mean by aesthetic face treatment? Botox, I don't know.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to highlight what is aesthetic face treatment. What exactly is it? Okay, coming from where I come from, is that first, when I look at somebody, there's 3 criteria I look at. We call it color, texture, structure. And this is my skill set already. This is my skill set. Here I come.
That's the doctor talking over there.
There's the doctor talking. Oops, clinical trainer. Clinical trainer
Okay.
talking. Color, texture, structure. Okay, so we'll seriously look at things like pigment change, uneven skin, red veins, okay, sensitive skin, acne, right? This consider color. Okay, so if you say color, generally speaking, is a skin condition that needs repeated treatments until healing occur or rejuvenation occur. Big words, right? Then comes texture, is pretty straightforward. Texture is a little bit more mechanical. When you have a texture problem, you improve on it already. it's like rough skin. When the rough skin is gone, it's gone. The only thing we'll be looking after is the sagging. Will be the sagging. So if I go by
maintenance, you still doing maintenance, right?
Yeah. So if I use by the CTS method, then that's how I solve the equation of anyone coming to me. Color, texture, structure, CTS.
So what structure
Easy.
then?
Structure is LKK, Lao Kok Kok, all this thing. Okay, droopy jaw, what's it called? Droopy jaw. This marinate lines coming
okay,
down.
move on.
What was that?
All right, move on.
I bet.
Understood. Loud and clear.
Check this out. Okay, oh, by the way, Intan was saying, example, the Dermapan laser, the ringan one. Yeah.
Okay, Dermapan laser, great question. Now that will be very much more skin texturing. Dermapans are typically tiny little needles that is put on a machine that has a lot of vibration, repetition, okay? Yeah, Dermapan and laser. I will answer Dermapan first. Dermapan is once your skin structure improves, like porcelain shine, endpoint done, Gautim, maintenance. If let's say for laser, back to my CTS, are you looking at a pigment problem? What's the thing called red veins problem, okay, or acne problem? Each has its different series of treatment path. Okay, laser you need to repeat most of the time.
Can schedule for call and close and make money already, Manfred. But thanks, Intan. Yes. Thanks for the questions. Yeah, Manfred, you say.
ST, you talk so much, So all the people who preach all these things, is it a precondition that they must go through everything? So because this is the example. So I say, you see down here. So
I shall meet you for coffee, and I shall share with you what's the best effective way. You still decide what you want to do.
No, what I mean is when you sell the package yourself, the salesperson, wherever the prospect or the customer sees you, they must go through the process first, or not?
Oh, no. Let me very quickly do what my consultation is about as we speak, okay? I usually use a piece of blank paper, okay? And as we speak, go on, ask the next question. Let me do.
No more question. You can do that
no
already. It's kind of like coming up.
Okay.
While you are doing that, whatever, maybe Manfred, you want to do your wow.
Let's do the wow first.
Yeah. Sure. Do the wow. Let me bring out the screen. Today's wow is
becoming a trend to overrun already, but it's fun. Yeah. I like the chat today. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of nonsense, right?
We are looking at this 5 new keywords for your market, the wordtracker.com. Can we just put the URL?
Yes.
So let's maybe we
wordtracker.com.
Beauty industry lah, okay? Beauty industry. That's fine. Because I also never play much with this thing before. Beauty industry in United States. So this.
Why not Singapore?
Put United States. How come they're finding? Is it they're finding suggestion? Got cosmetic package. Volume is 274. Cosmetic manufacturer. Beauty industry jobs in beauty. Okay, maybe beauty industry is not a very good cosmetic skincare market. So all this. So this is a different tool. You can also include things and put in your list. Well, this part on the left, I'm not sure, or you can add things in. Search within Google, Amazon, YouTube, eBay. So you can change country lah. Let's change back to limited country. Oh no, not limited countries.
Very good, limited country. No such thing. Myanmar also got.
Such as
Singapore. A bit slow. Got it. Got PPC and SEO. So this is quite fun for your keyword research, because I'm spending a lot of time on keyword research. Is it jammed there? Let me refresh a bit.
ST, you're done?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. Hang on. Then we count this. We'll come back to you. So this is where you look for the search keyword.
Search keywords itself. For some reason, just
not bad.
Free one. Then somehow you separate PPC and SEO.
I think it's because the data is populating. It takes some time. But I think we get the idea. I think it's good.
Okay, we will stop. So wordtracker.com.
Go and check it out yourself, and then play around with it. Make something useful out of it.
Okay.
I mean,
now this is my
Here goes
consultation. You can see it.
Wait,
not really.
Hang on. Let me bring you up.
Focus on him. Yeah. There you go.
What?
Okay. I literally will put your name, your age, any medical condition. I draw my Mickey Mouse face. I start to put your defects here, and I write what I need to treat with you. How much is it? And I close here.
Oh, look like the insurance analysis.
Yeah,
more or less the same.
This is my consult sheet anywhere in the world. Now, there's a science behind this. It's called NLP mapping, message mapping.
People
NLP message mapping.
Tend to
there's a certain
remember
part you
better
want to
with
put your
symbols.
things in order for you to close the sale. So that one is included in the program that I teach.
So guys, if you want to learn this thing, you know who to look for. And maybe the next round we can talk about NLP.
Yeah, sure.
You took NLP before.
Yeah, I am a practitioner.
There you go. But let's end today's topic today because it's already 11. But really, next round is gonna be NLP. So anyone interested in NLP, let us know, that we probably will bring this guy back. What was that, Manfred? You want to say?
One more question. What's your stand in engaging influencers for social media for this industry? Because a lot of people, as long as the zabo chill, then they just put the thing. Please get the ABC cream. Blah blah. What's your stand? Because I think it's overdue already. To be honest,
I usually will look at the KOLs. Regardless of Insta, your whole Facebook also can. I'll look at the last at least 30 days engagement and look at how many users actually engage, talk, feedback, comment, because that will be my benchmark of a value of my KOL that I'm going to work with. So example, if a KOL comes in and says, I got 500,000 followers, but then the last 30 days, their persistent posting, they have only a following or people that comment or interact like 1,000, and you want to charge me $5,000 for your fee, I will be scratching my head. Okay, so
you still engage them?
No, I won't. On the other hand, if there's another KOL, there's 10,000 followers, but the last week or last month, depending on the objective, is like 2,000. So the ratio is 20%. I will probably take the one with 10,000 KOL because of engagement. Yeah. It's about engagement. It's about who's talking to my favorite face.
Okay.
This is my take. This is my take. My simple way of measuring which one should I take. Not necessarily the one with 500,000. If they only talk to 1,000 people.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. That's very awesome sharing. Thank you so much, ST. It's cool to have you. I mean, coming from even a beauty and aesthetic practitioner. Now you're venturing into digital, and you share with us so much more about even the business insights and kind of learning.
I find it very useful.
Anytime.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. So you guys should connect, Manfred and ST. You guys go coffee, then take a picture and share with us. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah. All right, guys. That brings this episode to the wrap. This is episode 41. This is the Three Marketeers Show. We do this every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. So if you want to join us, just feel free to drop by every Wednesday night. We do this on my Facebook page and the YouTube channel, which will be shared across, Manfred's website. Manfred's page and Andrew's Facebook page as well. So So if you have anyone that you want us to interview, let us know. We will actually bring them in as much as we can. So. Yeah, this is the episode. I'll see you next week. Thank you, guys. Thank you, ST. Thanks, Andrew and Manfred. We'll see each other next week.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for
have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks. See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
See you next week.